Hi, air signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your career and finance reading for the month of April for all of the Aquarius, Libra, and Geminis. Welcome. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. When you go into subscriptions, you will see every time I do a video, which is every Saturday. So let's get started for all the air signs for your career and finance. The first one says building blocks. The next one says flexible. And the last one is thinker. So you guys, you have been building and working and doing something for a long time. You've built a very strong foundation. And flexible is like, you guys, maybe you were taught to be very rigid, to be very thorough, to be very, things are only done one way, and you are learning to be flexible, which congratulations, that is not easy to do. And you don't just start doing back bends one day. Usually stuff happens to you to make you start getting flexible. And the next one is thinker. So you guys are really contemplating and thinking where you're supposed to be going and what you're supposed to be doing next. Maybe you're not doubting, I don't want to say doubting, maybe you're doubting that your career is changing or what you've been doing is changing, but I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into this and let you guys know what the divine is saying about your career and finance for the month of April. It says strong foundation, a beautiful work in progress. It says you have everything you need to turn iron into gold in the alchemical process of creating the prosperous life you desire. Now is the time to build on a strong foundation you have already laid for your prosperity. Now is the time to build on the strong foundation you have already laid for your prosperity. I know I just read that. It says, keep in mind that these building blocks are imbued with sparkling energy of your intentions. Own your dream and remember that you always have more than enough and you are enough. So abundance is ever present. Your creativity is divinely inspired and the design for your living is taking shape in service to the world. You are meant for success. So you guys, you did everything the right way. You've already done the work. So for your career and finances, you've already done the work. You have a lot more than you think you do. The being flexible, you guys are learning to be flexible. You're adapting to your situation, which I'm telling you, you just don't adapt one day because you're adaptable. You get thrown and tossed into it. But it says teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. Even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, what it'll look like, who will share in it, what will then be available to you, you still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. Spirit may have much better plans for you. It could be a job you hadn't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that could elude your imagination. Be inflexible and remind yourself this or something better manifests through me now. Then be willing to bend a little. Enjoy the miraculous results. So you guys, your job might be shifting and changing into a direction that you haven't thought of yet, or maybe has been in the back of your mind, but it hasn't been taken shape into now. But it's like you guys are starting to be open to that. That is beautiful and amazing. And it's not easy for that to happen. And usually something shifts, like I was saying, something shifts or gets shifted for you in order for this to happen. But you guys are open. And honestly, that is a gift in itself. You're not like so blocked. You're not blocked. So you can see the light start to come in. And it says strategy, being analytical and logical. Calculated action is called upon. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. List are your friends now. So get out your journal, write down what you're going to do today to signal the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wondrous results. Remember, your most effective strategic partner is spirit. You will win in this game, and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. So you guys, this is like, start planning what you have ideas for. And if you're not sure what direction you're going in, or where you're going, or how you're going there, like, just start jotting ideas down if you get one. Oh, I want to work for myself. Oh, I don't want to work at night. Like, start putting down things that you want or things that you don't want. I think, honestly, writing, a lot of times how I've been led for everything is the process of elimination. I can tell you everything I don't want before I know what I do want. So if you don't know which way to plot or plan or what your ideas are, start with what they're not, what you don't want to do, what you're not willing to do. So this is like, not don't get started because you don't know yet. This is start writing your list. Start getting a plan together, even if your plan is what you don't want. So it says, listen only to love. Don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. So you guys, how do you hear the divine speaking to you? Love. Whenever anything is out of love, that is God speaking to you. So listen only to love. So if you get an idea and you're like, God, this could help so many people, and then you get a thought after that, who's going to want to listen to me? That's not God. The first thought was, I'm going to help people. I forget even just what I said. But the second thought, who wants to listen to me? That's not God. That's your ego blocking you. So anytime you hear like a loving, kind thought, that is the divine. And anything negative, like, who's going to want to hear what I have to say? Or why would somebody buy my book? That is not the divine. That is your ego. That is the protection. That is fear. And that is what you don't need. And it's not true. So the next one says, stay true to yourself. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. Your inner voice, again, love. That is God. All messages of love and positivity are coming from the divine. Remember I said that. Speech isn't speaking. You have important messages to deliver that can help others. You guys are meant to speak. You're meant to speak to people, and you're meant to speak out loud for all the air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You guys, your voice, your words, what you have to say is so powerful, and the world needs to hear that. So you are meant to talk and speak, and if you were wondering about that, there you go. I'm telling you right now, you guys are speakers. Your words are powerful. What you have to say, the world needs to hear. And I'm telling you that you guys can articulate things in ways that most people can't. And if that comes very easy for you, it doesn't come easy for everybody else, just so you know. A lot of times our gift that we think, God, this is so easy. It is not easy for everybody else. So being able to put words to how you feel or what's going on, that is a gift, and most people don't have that gift. They have it in them, but a lot of times they're not able to do it, and they need people who can do it to do it first so they can find their voice. So for all the Libras, for all the Geminis, and for all the air signs and Aquariuses, you guys, your voice is so powerful, and so is your words, and you guys need to be speakers. The next one says, release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire you rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So you guys, if you're worried that only good things happen to everybody else and not you, that is bullshit, and that is not true. A lot of times when you see people on the outside, when they have more than you, you can see their successes, a lot of times you don't see their struggles, and you didn't see what they went through in order to get there. And And most people, things don't just land on. They have to work for that. And so do you. And releasing that jealousy. I used to think years ago, I was brought up, if you had more than me, you should give it to me. And I never realized, and I was taught very early on, at like 18 years old, I entered my first 12-step program. Nobody owes you anything ever. You owe yourself and you owe God. And that you need to work for what you have. It's not going to land on you. And if it does land on you, chances are you are not going to value it. You're not going to respect it, and you're not going to take care of it. So this is like, release all of that. It's a process. It doesn't go away overnight. But if you can operate, what can I give instead of what can I get? I guarantee you will feel better and your abundance will start coming in. And it says words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerful words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in a loving and optimistic terms. That is what you attract for yourself and others. So if I'm going to give you guys a couple of affirmations. You can say, I will always have more than enough. I will always have more than enough. There is plenty abundance for me and for the world. There is plenty of abundance for me and the world to go around. You guys, if you can start believing that, you don't just wake up one day and you're like, oh, I'm changed and this is great and there's enough for everybody. It's a process, and chances are, if you've had this jealousy, if you've had this envy for people who have more than you, it's a process to release that. So don't be, it's not your fault that you have that attitude. It's not that your fault that if that attitude was given to you. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It means the world doesn't owe you. You owe the world. You have a lot to offer, and there's plenty for you, and there's plenty for everybody else, and you don't have to guard and protect it for dear life, because what you do when that happens is you end up blocking your abundance from coming in as well as going out. So you're blocking it. So this is saying, start practicing releasing that. So it's a practice. It's not going to happen overnight. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you because you had that attitude or that you have that fear. It usually is given to us. It's passed down by family. So this is saying, you can start to begin the process of releasing that and telling yourself you're going to have more than enough. There's plenty. There's plenty for you, and there's plenty for everybody else to go around, and the divine wants you to believe that. The next one is clean energy food. This is like when you fuel your body with healthful, organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads you to more efficiency, better ideas, higher vibrations, which attracts the golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. You guys, this is asking you to start work on cleaning up your diet. This is a very, very hard thing to do. I know it, you know it. Food is a constant setup. It's very hard to do this, but it can be done. And this is the divine asking you to start paying attention to your diet, start working on it. That's all. So not to beat the shit out of yourself for not doing that, but this is like, take a look of what you're putting in your body, start paying attention to it. When I eat this, I feel shitty. Like, if you're starting to associate that, your process has begun and you're working on your clean energy food. But it sounds like if you work on the food thing, that you're going to feel a lot better, you're going to be a lot more productive, and you're going to be a lot more available for yourself and for others. So all the air signs out there for the month of April, your career and finance, you guys, you're on the right track. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is your sign, signing off. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're still watching this, and thank you so much.